Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Steven Spotlight. Today, I would like to talk about record books since the record book due date is at the end of next month. We'll talk about a few different things here, but first, I want to start with county record books and why you should do one. Now, everybody does record books for a different reason, but the main reason is that it is important to start early in your 4-H career, recording everything that you do for your project, everything that you do for leadership or community service or different things like that. So you can have records when it comes time to apply for scholarships, or if you want to just simply look back at your 4-H journey once you get to your senior year. The main reason that people do this is so when it comes time senior year to apply for the Texas 4-H Foundation scholarships, you can take the same things that you put in your record book and put in the scholarship application. If you were to look at a scholarship application, it mirrors or is very similar to a record book. So if you would like to do that, I suggest that you start a record book now. And I also suggest that you submit your record book to the district contest so you can get feedback from not only our office, but you at the county level, but you can also get some feedback from the district level. And if you're a senior 4-H member, I really suggest you submitting one to the state contest as well. If you want to be competitive in this contest, if you want to look at it as a contest, there's ways that we can help you be competitive. But a lot of people do record books simply for the record keeping. And so that is perfectly fine if you just want to do it for record keeping and for the county level so you can apply for some different county awards this summer for our August Gold Star Banquet. That is completely fine. You need to sit down with your family or with your club leader and decide what is the purpose of you doing a record book. And there's resources to help you be successful in whatever way that is. I'm going to share my screen here so we can talk about a few different things. So right now, if you look, I have pulled up on my screen the denton.agrilife.org. Now, this is our county website. There is something for each department here in the extension office, but we want to select the 4-H section. So when you go to the 4-H section, you'll kind of see some general information about 4-H, but we really want to focus on record books. So we're going to drop down this menu and we're going to select record books under 4-H resources. Now that we're here, you will see kind of what I have been talking about, the purpose of record keeping and the purpose of record books. Also on here, you will see a lot of different resources. One that I want to point out is the Record Book Family Guide. This is kind of a one-stop shop for you to start your record book. If you were to open this document, you can scroll through and you can kind of see everything that you need to know about a record book, why it's important, how you can start the record keeping process, what all makes up a Texas 4-H record book. And then it goes into the report forms and it shows you each section and gives you examples of what you need to do. Now, if you're sitting here looking at this for the first time, or if you open up this family guide later on, it might seem overwhelming. What I encourage you to do is to pick one section at a time, and I want you to plan out from now until record books are due and kind of think of how you can break this down and complete one section at a time. One thing that I like to do is kind of start from the bottom. The bottom sections, such as recognition and awards, non-4-H activities, college and career exploration, sometimes those are easier for individuals instead of starting with your overall 4-H experience. For example, recognition and awards. You're putting in awards that you've won through 4-H or any recognition you've had. Now, you might say, well, I'm new to 4-H. I don't have anything but this ribbon from the county fair. That is perfect. That's exactly where you want to put that. Say, for example, you're at a club meeting, and at every club meeting, every member goes around and talks about what they've done that month. The things that you talk about there, that's recognition. You're recognized at the club level. You can put that in this section. Non-4-H activities, this may be any other clubs that you're in. It may be things that you're involved in through church. Maybe you take karate lessons. You can put all of that into this non-4-H activity section. And the last one, it is very simple, and it's one that people often overlook. It is the college and career exploration. It is simple as sitting down and saying, you know, what career or what college degree am I interested in? You will list that there, and then you will also list anything that you have done to explore that. So let's say, for example, that you really want to go to Texas A&M University to study vet medicine. Have you looked at A&M's website? Have you watched any YouTube videos about it? Let's say that you want to go into construction. Have you looked at any Votex that you can go to? Have you talked to a construction foreman? Have you watched any online videos about it or read some articles about the construction industry? That is a very simple one that you can just spend a few minutes on and you can get it knocked out, and so you can focus on some of this other stuff. We're going to go ahead and close out the family guide, and we're going to go back to our county website. Also on here, there is record book categories. Now, when you start your record book, you need to think about where you're going to put that book in, what category you're going to choose. This is something, if you're having trouble with, that you can talk to your 4-H club leader, or you can reach out to the office and talk to me or anyone else here, and they can kind of help you narrow down what you want to do. You may have a project that you're not for sure what category it goes in, and we can help you decide where it goes, but I guarantee you that there is something here for everyone. Some of these other documents is the score sheet. You can look at the score sheet and you can see as judges what they are looking for when they are judging your record book. And so, for example, in the 4-H story, you want to make sure that you include these bullets here, because that is what they will be looking for, and they will award you a possible 30 points. The 4-H story in the family guide, there's a section that has a table with a chart that talks about the 4-H story in photo portfolio. It is different for each age division, so make sure you look at that. A lot of times people will do this 2 different ways. One, they will write their 4-H story and they will put pictures in their 4-H story where it's kind of like a magazine or a picture book where you're reading it. And so if you are doing that route, I really encourage you to write your 4-H story and put pictures there that support the text that you have there. Don't just put random pictures in there that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Another way that you can do this is to have 3 pages at the very end of your 4-H story that is strictly your photo portfolio. For example, when I was in 4-H, I just had 3 pages of my photo portfolio, and each page was a different thing. One was leadership. One was things I've done with my food science project or food nutrition project, and the other one may have been community service. When I did this, I would put photos there. I would have captions beside them explaining what it is. And I would also have some action photos and maybe one stage photo as well of, you know, taking a picture with somebody in the community or taking a picture of receiving an award that was important to me. It's good in the photo portfolio to have a variety of pictures that show growth through your 4-H project, and also a mixture of action and post photos. Action's always better, but it is completely fine to put a post photo in there if it's something that's important to you. So we're going to go back to the website one more time. Also on here, we have the record book form. And then also we have this YouTube series. It is 5 different videos that breaks apart all of the record book sections. The first one talks about, you know, what is a 4-H record book? Video number 2 talks about the record book story and photo portfolio that I just talked about. It also goes further into section 1, section 2 and 3, and then also the final sections. This is a great place to start that you can hear from another agent in Texas, and she walks you through it, and she does a great job of explaining what a record book is and what goes into each section. I also want you to be aware that, you know, if you want to set up an afternoon with me after school and come to the office, we can work through your record book together. I can answer questions that you may have. Also, if you are working on a record book at home, and let's say you do one section and you want to email it to me, I can also give you feedback that way. I'm here to help you, and I'm here to make sure that this process doesn't seem overwhelming, and I want to help you figure out how you can accomplish getting your record book done and not having to worry about it. I'm going to switch to a different screen. I want to pull up our county record book process. So this year for the district record book competition, they have decided to go virtual. The reason they decided to go virtual is once you get to your senior year, the state already requires you to submit your record book virtually. So the district is moving to keep up with the state. So you can get used to this process of submitting an online record book by the time you get to your senior year or your senior 4-H career, and it's not something new for you. For this year, we are going to allow you at the county level to do it in two different ways. One, you can go ahead and submit a digital record book to me by email. If you are planning on moving on to the district level, I highly suggest that you do this. That way, because it's a quick turnaround from when you submit your books to me, when we get them judged back to you, and so you can turn it into the district, because we will talk about the registration period here in a minute. So I highly suggest, if you are wanting to move on to the district level, to submit a digital record book to me for the county contest. You're still welcome to turn in, if you're just doing a county record book, you don't want to move on, you can still turn in a hard copy or physical record book to our office. Now, our deadline is May 26th. I realize that is early, but I want to have them in time that we can get them reviewed by someone to provide feedback for the individuals that are planning on moving on. And maybe you're not for sure about your record book when you turn it into the county. Well, if I give it back to you with a week or so or a week and a half to look at it and to look at the feedback from those judges, you might decide to submit it to the district level. So that is why it is so early. I was going to put it June 1st, but that is Memorial Day weekend, and so I put it that Thursday before Memorial Day. And so those are due May 26th. If you are emailing it to me, you have until 11:59 p.m. on May 26th. If you are dropping it off at our office, we ask that you have it here by 4:30 p.m. on May 26th. So that is our county record book process. The district process, and we'll go to the district memo here in a little bit, but that registration deadline is June 1st to June 16th. I encourage you to not register for the district contest until you have received your record book back from the county level, because we will be getting you feedback from some judges of how you can improve your record book, how you can make it more competitive. So I ask that you wait to do that. So since we're talking about district record books, we're going to click over here to the district record book contest. You will be submitting a PDF, a Word document, or a WPD file to this platform called Submittable. Now, I want to make sure that you understand that this is a two-step process. The first step, you register in 4-H Online and you pay the entry fee, but then you also have to go to Submittable and submit your record book through Submittable. If you do not do both of these things, your record book will be disqualified and there will be no refunds. So I know this is new this year, or maybe you might have done it one other year, or maybe you've done it for the photography contest. Once again, if you want to set up an appointment and come to the office and bring your record book, and we can sit down at my desk and I can walk you through the submission process, I'm happy to do that. It also shows the age divisions. All age divisions can submit to the district contest. And also, if there's competition within some of those categories for each age division, that is the reason we ask you to submit them to the county level. That's why it is a qualifier for the district contest. Each county may enter one record book per age division per category. So we want to make sure that you get it in for the county contest, because if you don't get it in for the county contest, you will not qualify to go on for districts. With that being said, we will be doing record book judging on Friday, June 3rd. So we are asking for volunteers to come help and come judge, so we can make sure that this is an efficient process and we can get you out of here before lunchtime. So we are asking each club to send at least one volunteer on Friday, June 3rd. We will be judging record books from a different county. So I will get the books on May 26th. I will go and swap out with another county. They will judge our books. We will judge their books. And so if you're interested in judging, please contact me here at the office. And so if you never judged record books before and you don't think that it's something that you can do, come that morning because I will be giving you training on how to judge record books, things to look for, ways to write feedback for 4-H members. So it is totally okay if it is your first time to ever do that. So that is it for Stephen Spotlight today. I will really encourage you to do a record book, and I really encourage you to reach out to me so we can talk about the process and I can help you break it down into different sections and where you can devote your time to one section before you move on, because I promise you, if you try to do it all at once, it's going to be very overwhelming. So make sure you have a game plan going in. Like I said, reach out to me here at the office. The deadline for county record books is May 26th. And so you can also go to DentonAgriLife.org to get some of those resources that I showed at the beginning of this video. But thanks for everything you do, and keep making the best better.